Especially if you're a woman. Meet Happylikeawall, or Roxy, a content creator that does both these things. She's had a long history of harassment from former fans, stalkers, and everything in between, and to be more compared to Jane animations.
I was receiving death threats at some point. Like, people go into my emails, people comment everywhere in my comment section that I'm just a Jaden knockoff.
Alright guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another video. Happylikeawall officially has a simp. Today we're going to be checking out a channel called Dovendra. So apparently this dude had an interview with Happylikeawall, but like most of what he's saying is probably false claiming or even exaggerations. So I'm going to go check out the video for myself and actually see what the hell is going on behind her screen. But before I do that, quick shout out to JenXCXC again for sending me the other video. Alright, let's begin.
Meet Happylikeawall, or Roxy, a content creator that does both these things. She's had a long history of harassment from former fans, stalkers, and everything in between, and so I interviewed her to understand her experiences, and to shed light on what one creator has to deal with every day. Roxy is a 23-year-old animator from Netherlands, with her content being in English. At the start of her career, she was inspired by the likes of the Odd Ones Out.
We don't need her life story, get to the problems already.
However, due to her art style, she would be more compared to Jane animations, mainly for the fact that they both have birds and are aromantic asexual. Like, people would harass her claiming she was faking being ace?
Don't say that like you're confused. I can tell most of Happylikeawall's fans found the differences between Jaden and Happy very little. Don't even freaking lie to me. Also, dude, comparing someone else to a different animator is not harassment. It's called putting two and two together and getting a result, you freaking moron.
I was receiving death threats at some point. Like, people go into my emails, people comment everywhere in my comment section that I'm just a Jaden knockoff, nothing else. So naturally I made the video where I mocked these people by I purposely traced one of her videos and pretended that that's what my character looked like just for that video. It immediately got bombarded with angry children. It got bumped up to 800k views in the span of, I think, a week, and it's just people in the comments crying about how it's so obvious that I'm a knockoff.
Because it's rage bait. You hate getting compared to Jaden animations, but then you make a rage bait video and just say the children are just bumping your video up so much and just saying all these comments. At that point, you're encouraging them to say that. That's your fault at that point.
The first things to mention is that she produces not safe for workish content, but doesn't consider herself a not safe for work artist. This is because her main OC is referred to as a gummy person, one without genitals. Adding clothes onto the character would imply as such. Technically not so different from the other storytime animators, unless they have implied clothes on. But for Happy, seldom has she drawn actual not safe for work.
That makes absolutely no sense. You like to draw stuff that imply not safe for workish content, but you don't consider yourself a not safe for work artist because you're in between. That doesn't make you any less of a not safe for work artist, you dumbass. Drawing your character in suggestive poses creates the illusion that there is some sort of genitals there. Just because your OC is supposed to be a gummy person, it doesn't mean what you're doing does not resort to a female figure looking very suggestive on screen. Stop trying to find the most basic excuse to put this shit on the internet and then saying teenagers can watch it. Yeah, get the hell out of here.
It's not all of it. Obviously, there's 1, 2, 3 actual NSFW pieces per 100 drawings that I made.
And the truth comes out. Audience, I could have sworn just a second ago she said she wasn't a not safe for work artist, and then this guy actually agreed with her doing that. Now this girl is saying she barely made any NSFW art. Bro, that literally implies that you're in that category. Why the fuck are you so dumb?
So I feel like those 3 pieces don't really define me. If I say that I'm an NSFW creator and people go on my profile expecting porn, they're gonna be majorly disappointed because it rarely ever even goes into that department. And if it goes into that territory, it's just like a toe dip and then I'm out again, you know, because it's not really what I want to do. I've always specialized in just sitting on that little edge in between. I just like making things suggestive, but that's kind of it.
That's kind of it, huh?
In producing this type of content, it attracted some unwanted attention, either from people pressuring her to draw more not safe for work, or just weirdos talking to her in general.
So your way of calling someone a weirdo talking to Happylikeawall is an email being sent to her about her marketing to children? This dude sounds like the guy to remind the teacher that the class had homework yesterday. Well, actually, it is harassment for calling Happylikeawall out for doing such things to children. Yeah, okay, Mr. Chuck the Cuck. Would you rather let her promote her OnlyFans to teenagers since she's only in the in-between? It's not not safe for work, so it can be for teenagers. Think about that.
Her DMs would be filled with people trying to roleplay with her, or send her dick pics or tributes to her art. They're not good. They're not good tributes, I'll tell you that. Actually, the last part is mostly true, as she's actually been getting those types of messages even before she do not safe for work, and an adult. As you can assume from what I've shown on screen, very censored of course, you can understand why she closed DMs. And more recently, she hasn't really been using her OnlyFans.
Not gonna lie, bro, she should kind of expect this. Her audience is mainly gooners, bro, so like, if people are trying to roleplay with her and send her dick pics, it's because they're gooners, bro, and she's a woman. Obviously, they're gonna do that. Like, she should really be expecting this. She cannot be the one that is grossed out by this if she knows this is her audience and she knows this is what she wants to do. Just because you're in between, it doesn't mean you're not a not safe for work artist. If you do this type of art, people are gonna try and do that in your DMs, bro. Just because you're disgusted by the fact that your audience is gooners, it doesn't mean that you're the center of attention because you feel that way. Suck it up.
People creating not safe for work. Mentioned in a Forbes article, a 2021 study found that society perceives women who are engaged in sex work in a devastatingly negative light. Specifically, the researchers discovered that a woman's choice to involve herself in sex work made her a target of harassment, dehumanization, and prejudice. For Happy, she's got comments saying that she should expect this, to be harassed because of the content that she makes.
Look at that, I'm right. Typical.
I think there's something about me being more approachable than other content creators and then slowly dipping myself into NSFW that makes them think that they have a chance. It's very parasocial. Though when I don't fully commit to it, or I don't reply to them a certain way, or I reject advances when they send me dick pics or whatever, they get really hostile. I don't know what they're thinking. Like, oh yes, I like this girl, let me send her my junk. Like, even if you're actually into that, you're gonna be disturbed, because who does that? Imagine walking up to a person on the street and instead of starting with a little small talk, you just whip out your dick. You don't do that. You don't do that online either. But people are just they feel too protected behind their screen. They feel anonymous. They think they can do these things and get away with it.
Holy fuck! Happylikeawall is actually cooking this time. Holy shit. For once, I can actually agree with Happylikeawall's statements. It is kind of weird to just DM somebody and then just whip out your junk. I mean, like, that is kind of weird, bro. And yes, they do that because they do feel protected behind their screen. So I guess I can give her 1 point for that. But, you're an OnlyFans creator, so fuck you. Anyways, unfortunately, this is all I have to say about the video right now. Let me know if I should make a part 2, but, subscribe.